this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder the Capital One bank guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also talk about how most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
You see it instantly. It's Coldwater Creek, the mark of exceptional workmanship and signature touches inspired by a Mountain West heritage. Distinctive styles created from quality fabrics, silhouettes perfected with just the right drape, feel-good fits offering ease of movement, and thoughtful details to elevate your look. Coldwater Creek's authenticity is embodied in every piece, embracing its confident spirit that carries through to today. Discover Coldwater Creek clothing, designed to fit your life the way you want. For a wardrobe you can count on season after season, visit coldwatercreek.com. Shop the new spring collection at 20% off $75 or more with code IHEART20.
Brought to you by the reinvented 2012 Camry. It's ready. Are you? Welcome to Stuff You Should Know from HowStuffWorks.com.
Hi, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Chuck.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck.
Studio 1A.
Yes.
Deep within the bowels of
HowStuffWorks corporate headquarters. Nice.
That's where we are.
Chuck, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Is that a bottle of Windex in your pants?
It is not.
Oh, that's funny because I can see myself in them.
Really? Mm-hmm. I have no idea where this is going, actually.
I just wanted to demonstrate an example of flirting.
That's flirting?
It is a really overt, crude, crass, and probably completely counterproductive form of flirting. But yes, that was flirting.
I don't know if that counts, actually. That was just a come-on line. I don't know if that counts as flirting, to be honest.
Well, I could have just as easily said, Chuck, have you seen the latest issue of National Geographic? Believe it or not, there's a leopard on the cover. That is not flirting at all. I chose to direct a sentence to try to get you into bed just now.
I'm blushing.
Expressly, actually blushing as a result of flirting.
Right.
We'll get into that later. And I've got some very startling facts about blushing and other things like that. This is going to be a good one.
Good.
So we're talking about flirting today, Chuck.
Right.
From what I understand, flirting is technically considered a language, especially by evolutionary psychologists, behavioral psychologists, anthropologists, basically anybody with an ist at the end, just especially, considers it's a type of language. It's body language, but it's language nonetheless.
Exactly, it is.
And it's been pretty important to our survival as a species. Basically, what flirting is, whether it's me giving you a bad pickup line or rubbing your knee as I am right now.
Right.
Is
that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you think it was Jerry, our producer?
No, I thought we had a troll under the table here.
No, that was me. What did you think?
It felt nice.
Okay, so whether it's rubbing your knee or trying to pick you up with a bad line, basically what I'm doing is I'm sizing you up and letting you size me up to figure out how well we could reproduce.
Right.
Okay.
In a sense.
And the reason it's so important for, the evolution of the human race, and actually just about every other animal race out there, or species out there, is we can figure out whether or not the reproduction will work before actually having sex. So essentially, without flirting, either nothing would happen ever, right? Or everything would happen all the time. And there'd be 6 trillion people on the planet, which would wobble sickeningly under the weight.
Right.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah. So we would have died out, or there'd just be too many of us. And either way, we'd be screwed.
Right.
So flirting is a way of kind of leading up to the sex part and keeping us from jumping in bed with every single person to see if it works.
Right. Well, thank God for that.
Agreed. Flirting's kind of fun, isn't it?
Sure.
It's
I'm a world-class flirt.
Are you really?
Yeah. Sure.
Well, you always rein it in when I'm around.
Well, you know.
You never let that light shine on the Josh.
On the Josh. I like that. You want to talk a little bit about some of the flirting signs, like some of the physical cues?
I think you should.
Okay. Using your name a lot in a conversation, which I didn't realize that. That's
Oh, I did.
Really?
Yeah, and it's actually kind of off-putting if it's not done very deftly.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, get this. LinkedIn has grown to a network of over 1 billion professionals and 130 million decision makers. And that's where it stands apart from other ad buys.
Yeah, for sure. You can target your buyers by job title, industry, company, role, seniority, skills, even company revenue, so you can stop wasting budget on the wrong audience.
Yep, that's why LinkedIn Ads generates the highest B2B ROAS of all online ad networks. Seriously, all of them.
And get this, if you spend $250 on your first campaign on LinkedIn Ads, you get a free $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/SYSK. That's linkedin.com/SYSK. Terms and conditions apply.
You see it instantly. It's Coldwater Creek, the mark of exceptional workmanship and signature touches inspired by a Mountain West heritage. Distinctive styles created from quality fabrics, silhouettes perfected with just the right drape, feel-good fits offering ease of movement, and thoughtful details to elevate your look. For a wardrobe you can count on season after season, visit coldwatercreek.com. Shop the new spring collection at 20% off $75 or more with code IHEART20.
Complimenting the other person, that obvious one.
Sure.
Asking about interest, touching an arm or knee. That's a big one.
That's huge.
Someone told me early on, a female friend of mine, that when a girl's talking to you and she like grabs your arm or shoulder or something, that is a sign of all signs.
Yeah, my sister, when I was younger, told me that if a girl ever looks at you more than once and you're not dressed like a total freak, she's interested.
Right, like if you don't have your...
She's open to checking you out,
Sure.
basically, yeah.
And we're idiots. Men are idiots, so we need the females to tell us these things along the way. Otherwise, I'd just think, why does that girl keep touching me on the arm?
Well, and we'll get to this again in a second, too. It's not entirely our fault. We'll talk about protean behavior.
All right, well, we need to get to that quick then, because that's interesting. Another one, though, is leaning in close to someone, obviously physical proximity, and smiling. The old classic smile.
Which can be taken one way or another.
Sure.
Okay, so let me talk about that protean behavior, right?
Right.
Basically, what that is it's a form of flirting that most women do, where it's just on the threshold between normal behavior and flirting, right? And it gives a woman plausible deniability in case her advances are rejected or she doesn't get the response she wants, right?
Right. Or in case the guy turns out to be a big dope.
Kind of. Yeah, but it's confusing.
Is it more a protective thing? Like to protect themselves?
No, I took it actually like, they're protecting themselves like if they're rejected.
Right.
If the guy doesn't go, hey, hey,
put yourself out there.
Exactly. She can, easily rein it back in.
Okay.
And, but if you aren't picking up on this quite right, if you're not aware of these protean gestures, which is actually, it's named for Proteus, the Greek mythological figure who could shapeshift.
Right.
Very appropriately.
Makes sense.
It's very confusing.
Uh-huh.
And I consider myself a fairly smooth dude, but I'm confused by this. And actually, after I figured out that there is such a thing as protean gestures, it supported my general theory that women suck.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a big eye-opening experience.
Well, I know men's flirtations are much more aggressive and
overt.
Overt, exactly. Women do things like flip their hair, or it says actually in the article, bat their eyelashes. It seems slightly dated to me, to be honest.
Pretty coquettish.
Yeah, I guess they still do that, though.
Yeah. Do they?
Oh, I haven't seen it in years, so I have no idea.
We'll have to keep an eye out for it.
But yeah, men, intense eye contact and aggressive gesturing, they're a little more intense with their flirting. Yes, that is true. Not protean.
Now, what's interesting about flirting is that it's such an animalistic behavior. Number one, it's emotional behavior. It's not rational, right? We don't walk up to one another and say, "I'd like to have sex with you. Shall we have sex?"
Right.
It's all very it's very, again, smooth. If done right. If not, it's painfully clumsy.
Right.
Either way, it's driven by desire, which is an emotion. And guess who makes an appearance? Our old friend
Darwin?
No. I mean, he's always in the backdrop somewhere. He's got his fingers in too many
Kashkari?
pots. No, not Kashkari.
I give up.
The fight or flight response, the sympathetic nervous system.
Exactly, our
Yes.
favorite thing.
So basically, this very primeval part of the brain takes over when you see a woman or a man that you would like to have sex with.
The limbic system?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, which controls the sympathetic nervous system.
Yep.
So you see somebody, you're turned on, and you engage in this flirtatious behavior, but you're not thinking, I'm going to puff my chest out, but you do anyway.
Right.
Or women don't, kind of swivel their hips a little bit to let the guy see, that they're of a proper ratio from waist to hip.
Yeah, let's talk about that just briefly.
That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's apparently women will draw attention to their pelvis because it indicates whether or not they can carry a child.
Yeah.
And additionally, men are attracted to women with that ratio, the hip to waist ratio. The waist must be no more than 60 to 80% of the hip circumference.
Yeah. You want to know what's uncanny?
What?
They've done studies on women with those kind of ratios, and they found that the women who fall into that 60 to 80%, actually 70, the ones who fall right in the middle, are the most fertile.
Really?
Yeah, so there's actually a basis in it.
Wow.
So when you see like a curvaceous woman and you're turned on by her, you're basically responding to, eons of collective memory,
right.
Of experience of, that's on this cellular level.
Right. It's evolution, baby.
It is, baby, and it's real strong. You're absolutely right.
Pretty cool.
So we know all this because people actually study it. And there's a guy, all of this studying started in the 70s, I think.
Right.
Real serious study of flirting started in the 70s. There is a guy, and as per usual, I'm going to butcher this person's name.
Let's hear it.
Irenaeus Abel Eibsfeld.
That sounds good to me.
Thank you. And Irenaeus was I don't actually know. I imagine maybe some sort of psychologist, a sociologist possibly.
A gist.
He came up with his own little camera that took a picture in a different direction he was pointing it. So he could get candid photos of people.
Oh, cool.
And he trained this super cool camera on couples around the world who were engaged in flirting.
Without pointing the camera, then.
Right.
Okay.
So they didn't think they were being
Right,
photographed, and they weren't paying any attention to him. And he started comparing these photos, and he found a pattern, actually. And women generally tend to extend their necks, which is actually very comparable to female wolves in the wild that will turn over and submit to men. It's an act of submission. Men tend to puff out their chests,
right?
And all of this together, it's very animalistic, and it's
How about
universal.
sucking their stomachs? Is that in there?
Actually, if you think about it, sucking in your stomach puffs out your chest.
Good point.
And you want to puff out your chest. You want your chin to go up and appear broader. One of the things you're showing a woman as a man is that you are, well, number one, you're virile.
Right.
And actually, bilateral symmetry, your face being even on both sides, is a real sign of developmental health.
Yeah.
So good genes right there.
I saw a special on that one. It's very interesting. Symmetry.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of off-putting. Asymmetry is a little off-putting if you really think about it. And so you've got symmetry, right? So that's actual reproductive health. You have like a prominent jaw,
right?
That's developed by testosterone. So you have reproductive ability. And then if you're a big guy, wide shoulders, big chest, you can puff out. You're showing that you can actually protect the young that you're about to create with this woman you're gonna get it on with,
right?
Who's just showing you her neck, yeah. So that was the original study. This guy found that that this is universal, right? And then it started to really kind of take off. And actually, most of the actual studies of flirting and flirtatious behavior have been conducted in like lounges. Like one landmark study was conducted in the bar of a Hyatt hotel.
Nice.
And after studying, I don't know, probably for several days, if not weeks, the researchers got so good at it that they could predict just on body language alone who was going to go upstairs together.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've got flirting down pat. Unfortunately, most of us don't have flirting down pat. Like researchers may understand it, but it's still just kind of this vague, often uneasy kind of thing.
Right. There's no formula.
No, there definitely isn't. It'd probably be kind of depressing if there was a formula.
Yeah.
And obviously there is a universal physical gestures, but apparently we have different cultures have layered on their own interpretations of these gestures, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did you read that Germans and Americans famously tend to get their wires crossed when flirting?
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
German women find American men too forward when they flirt, and apparently German men just get all sorts of confused when American women are just talking to them. They assume they're being flirted with.
Yeah, I could see that.
Probably because of the same reason. American women, I think, are a little more forward than German women.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hey, everybody, get this. LinkedIn has grown to a network of over 1 billion professionals and 130 million decision makers. And that's where it stands apart from other ad buys.
Yeah, for sure. You can target your buyers by job title, industry, company, role, seniority, skills, even company revenue, so you can stop wasting budget on the wrong audience.
Yep, that's why LinkedIn Ads generates the highest B2B ROAS of all online ad networks. Seriously, all of them.
And get this, if you spend $250 on your first campaign on LinkedIn ads, you get a free $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/SYSK. That's linkedin.com/SYSK. Terms and conditions apply.
You see it instantly. It's Coldwater Creek, the mark of exceptional workmanship and signature touches inspired by a Mountain West heritage. Distinctive styles created from quality fabrics, silhouettes perfected with just the right drape, feel-good fits offering ease of movement, and thoughtful details to elevate your look. Coldwater Creek's authenticity is embodied in every piece, embracing its confident spirit that carries through to today. Discover Coldwater Creek clothing, designed to fit your life the way you want. For a wardrobe you can count on season after season, visit coldwatercreek.com. Shop the new spring collection at 20% off $75 or more with code IHEART20.
I've got another study, if we have time.
I'd love it, yeah.
This was not in a bar. This was a few years ago at Tulane University, and they researched a little bit about how flirting affected women in the workplace and their careers. And it was a small sample, only 164 women, but fairly valid. 50% of these women said they use various forms of flirting as a tool to get ahead at work, and 49% said they have never flirted for such purposes. And the women, interesting. What do you think? I haven't even told you this. What's the call? Flirting gets you ahead or no?
I would say yeah.
Nope.
Really?
Yep. What they found was that the women who did not flirt earned $75,000 to $100,000 per year, while women who did flirt averaged $50,000 to $75,000.
Wow.
And if you did not flirt, you also were promoted 3 times as many times. And basically, their takeaway was that sexuality is a short-term power source.
Does it kind of cheapen the value of your personality to the
They didn't
eyes
say,
of other
but
people?
that's what I could assume, that maybe a man would not take a woman as seriously if he realized that she was flirting to try and get ahead.
Huh.
I know I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice one, Chuck.
Thank you.
Way to pull that one up for the bowels of Tulane.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, that's flirting. Hopefully it helps a little bit here or there for all of you awkward, single, gangly young men out there who have trouble getting dates. Just
make them laugh.
Yeah, that really ultimately, throw symmetry out the window.
Yeah.
If you're not very virile, whatever, there's pills out there.
Sure.
In both Chuck's and my opinion, it comes down to if you can make a woman laugh, she'll be yours forever.
Right. If you're not funny, then we have no advice for you whatsoever.
No.
You better be handsome.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
I guess, Chuck, it's probably time for their advice for us.
Right.
Which would be?
Listener mail.
Exactly.
Okay, Josh, this listener mail isn't so much advice, but it's some fan mail from someone.
Was that a terrible segue?
Yeah.
Okay.
From someone named Kaz, and I'm going to butcher this name, Kaas, Kaz Bachtal, Bachtal, from Ashland, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Nice Wisconsin person.
Yeah.
So, hi, I've been listening to your podcast, enjoying them greatly. Always a good way to get your thing read on the air, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Starting off that way. And this is on the podcast we did on guerrilla gardening, which is when people take over public spaces and plant flowers and things. And at one point in the podcast, we talked about how we can't imagine that someone would not want anyone to do this.
Yeah, should we play that?
Yeah, let's play a little clip. Yeah, I'd like to pick someone's brain who's really against this. Yeah, I want to meet the person who sees what's going on and goes home and is just fuming. Yeah. How dare they plant those flowers right there?
Yeah.
I'm curious what's happening there.
Yeah, and I don't think I could explain it, but I know for a fact I've met people like that before. Yeah. It's always a little unsettling.
So this person writes in and says, I can think of one possible situation where a perfectly sensible property owner might object to guerrilla gardening. In some areas, a person can lose some rights pertaining to their own land if someone else can show a pattern of long-term benefit from trespassing. So they're thinking of people parking or walking on other folks' land for 20 years. Then the owner comes and they're unable to get rid of these people without any legal recourse. So the only way to have to prevent this, in some cases, is to keep people from establishing that long-term usage benefit in the first place, i.e. planting flowers and making it, a more attractive place to hang out.
That is an excellent point I hadn't thought of. That's squatting, essentially.
Right.
And that's a great point. As a matter of fact, for that great point, don't you think Koss should get a T-shirt?
If we can get Koss a T-shirt, I think we should.
Let's see what we can do. Koss, if you want to, send us your address, and we will see if we can get a HowStuffWorks T-shirt out.
And shirt size.
Yeah, shirt size. Good one, Chuck.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for listening. Anybody else who has any comments, any mail, anything, you want to drop us a line, send it to stuffpodcast@howstuffworks.com.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit HowStuffWorks.com. Brought to you by the reinvented 2012 Camry. It's ready. Are you?
You see it instantly. It's Coldwater Creek, the mark of exceptional workmanship and signature touches inspired by a Mountain West heritage. Distinctive styles created from quality fabrics, silhouettes perfected with just the right drape, feel-good fits offering ease of movement, and thoughtful details to elevate your look. For a wardrobe you can count on season after season, visit coldwatercreek.com. Shop the new spring collection at 20% off $75 or more with code IHEART20.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.